Hi everyone. In this video, I decided to, with the excess paint from the paint pour set I had, I used it to make a new deck of cards. Now, I wouldn't recommend this if you're not someone who can be very careful with removing the tape, because as I was removing it, the paint wanted to go with it. So you have to kind of hold the paint layer down as you take the tape off. So if you're not careful enough, you will take part of the paint off of it that you don't want to take off. So I wouldn't recommend this if you can't be careful and everything. And there I dropped it. And I'm doing this in real time. So hopefully there's a satisfying factor here. I don't know. But I'm taking off the tape because before I went ahead to do all the corners of the entire deck, I wanted to make sure it at least worked with the first few that I tried. And thankfully it did. You just have to be very, very careful as you take the tape off. But it's really cool. You get the marbling effect on the cards. I think it turned out really well. And I thought it would be kind of murky and ugly and stuff when I was making it. But as it dried, I think it turned out better when it dried. So I'm very happy with that. And in case you missed it, I have the Nerdy Crafter Figure It Out kit. And this was the paint drop, you know, the excess paint drops that didn't hit the canvas. So I put them on cards and everything. So I hope you enjoy this. I have each of these in separate videos on my TikTok if you just want to watch one at a time. But on YouTube here, you get the entire video in one. So, you know, they're shorter videos on TikTok, but there's more videos. And this one is one video. Anyway, here I am taping up my next few cards with the ones that are still in good condition, the tape that's still in good condition from the previous cards that I took off, and everything. And I'm trying to align it so that you cover up the part so that I don't cover the hearts and stuff with the tape, and that the paint can then cover that piece and everything. So here I am just peeling off more tape and everything in real time. And the day before I did this peel here, or made this video, I had painted my nails. I just did a solid color and then a sparkly color over top of it. Not too challenging, but I have looked up like easy nail art and so, like, and online they're like, oh, just take a sparkly color and a solid color and put the solid color first, sparkly color on top. And I'm like, that's considered nail art? But there's no challenge in that. Like, it's just put one layer of, you know, solid layer of paint and then put a clear with sparkly layer of paint on top of that. Where's the art there? There's supposed to be somewhat of a challenge when you do art. You know? Even if it's not a big challenge, it should be somewhat of a challenge so you're learning something. But apparently, according to the internet, that's considered easy nail art. It's just solid nail color, solid color of paint, so solid pink on my thumb here, and then a sparkly coat on top. But anyway, I ranted because I needed to fill up some space here. And there I've just got the remote to change the channel. But anyway, here I am peeling off the tape. And I'm hoping that it looks satisfying to you. And everything. It was kind of stressful getting it off so that you didn't end up peeling the paint as well off when you actually did it in person. And yeah, I have to fix up the edges, but that'll be a later activity. And everything. And it's super dry where I'm at, so if my hands look like they're all cut up or dry, it's the weather. Where we live is really dry right now. It's January and Winterpeg and super dry. So, And I debated on which one to go with next. I wanted to end with, like, the prettier ones, so I started out with the ones that I thought were kind of, not as pretty, in my opinion. That's just my opinion. So I wanted to end on the prettier, colors. And here I am just taking the tape from the previous one I did and applying it onto the, Three of Hearts card so that it's ready for my next paint pour activity and everything. So I know I say and everything a lot, but I don't know what else to say. It's that or sorry. So I don't know. That and I realize I say too much. As I say again. So this is a 21-minute video, and so I have to fill up with something. Anyway, this was an old deck of cards my grandma had, and so as you can tell, it's a little bit worn because she used to play solitaire daily. And so I'm repurposing these cards, and making them, you know, like giving them a new life kind of thing. And my cat has joined me, as you can see. She likes to rub on my phone stand, as you can tell, over there in the corner. She likes to join me when I make artwork, so yeah, it's very cute. I think most of it is probably she's waiting for me to sit down and recline. Well, I'm sitting down at the moment here, but to recline. So she'll just stare at me if I'm sitting down and until I recline so she can hop up and sit on my lap and everything. It's so cute. And here I am just applying the tape, trying to make it so that there's no, like, extra little pieces so that it's, you know, roughly rectangular and everything. So here I am. And I'm petting my cat. Got distracted. Now this one had a bit more paint than the previous ones. So this one really wanted to, the paint really wanted to come with the tape when I was removing it. So I had to be very, very careful as I was removing the tape that the paint didn't tag along, you know? So I'm petting my cat there. Cute. Here I am just peeling more and more. So I've had some issues when I got my phone with having not that big of a storage space, so I had to like download like a Microsoft Cloud type thing to get more space, because it was like I had like made a video that was like not even a minute long, and it was like, you don't have enough storage space. I'm like, what the bus? I have like 6 photos and a 53-minute video. How am I, you know, out of space? I don't even have that many apps. I have a lot of streaming apps though, but I don't even have that many apps. So finally figured it out, and now I have more storage space, knock on wood, with this cloud account that I have. So that was a little stressful. I hate when, you know, you get that notification that you're out of storage space and you're like, what do I have to delete something. Oh, this is annoying. This one actually turned out a little better than I thought it would. I thought it would just be gray, solid gray. But if you look closely, you can see like little like white lines and stuff and swirlies in there. So that's really cool, you know? And I still have 10 minutes to figure out what to say here. Because it's that or music, and then I have to remember to copy and paste the music, and it's a lot of work. So... And I'm trying to thin out to push down the paint because it wants to peel up here. So that's why I was like massaging the card, you know? So next I'm going to work on what card? Oh, I'm going to tape this, the 2 of Hearts, and then I'll peel the next card. And everything. So... let's see. And with some of these, I've kind of noticed, like, that they're not fully either they're not fully lined up, or I'm not making the tape straight, because I'll get like, okay, it's just I've got like, it's touching the end of the heart by like a hair, and then on the other one it's a little off. So I don't know if I'm putting the tape on incorrectly, or if the image is actually not centered. But anyway, hopefully that made sense what I said there. And this is, I've already used this tape here, sorry, multiple times. That has a little bit of the ear of Barley from Onward, from my previous set of cards I made. So that's what that blue thing is. So I'm reusing this tape, you know, so as much as I can until it just isn't sticky anymore. Because I only have so much tape. I don't always have the ability to go to the store because I don't have a vehicle. Or a license. So, and it's cold, so I don't really want to go out in the cold. So, yeah. And yes, this is brand new tape that I'm using, but I don't want to use it all and then have nothing left. So that's why I've been trying to reuse the tape pieces that I already had prior to this, so that I can, you know, make the most out of it and everything. So here I am. I'm ripping these pieces the way they are so that I can round the corner better. And that's a tip I learned doing duct tape art in high school. So that's why I'm ripping them the way I am, so that I can do the corners. And this is all in real time, so I hope you enjoy that. And everything. I wish the colors I'd picked for the paint pour bears were closer to the colors I have on my nails, because I really like those colors, but anyway, they still look good. I'm not saying that they don't look good, it's just like, I'd much rather the color scheme that my nails have right now than what ended up happening on the bears. So I like the brightness, like bright neon and that color scheme stuff. So there's that. And here I am trying to make it so that so there's no like little notches inside the card there that could make it like patchy, if that makes any sense. And there's the one that I got a bunch of fingerprints on as I was doing it, so that one was a little bit hard to figure out where I could start from. And my cat has joined me again. So, and I really like the purple on this. It ended up, this purple is actually quite pretty, so I really like it so far right now. So there's that. Oh my. I don't know what else I can say on this video. Maybe I'll have to just go with music from this point on. As you can see, some of this was being difficult to peel up and everything. Now, prior to this, I tried, I think the term is like hydro dip sort of thing, but with like paper to do like cards like this, and it just did not work whatsoever because it's too watery. That version is like way too watery, so you can't do like a hydro dip with these paint with these, like with a deck of cards to customize, but you can definitely use them with the acrylic pour type crafts, the leftovers of that. Here I am peeling off the tape for the king card here of hearts. Now, I didn't do the full deck in this video, obviously. What you saw at the beginning is basically what was there, you know, and so I think I did did I do 6 cards? 6? 5 or 6 cards. In this video, you'll see 5 or 6 cards. And everything, so this is a very messy craft, the paint pour thing, so if you don't like messes, I don't know if this is the best craft for you. and everything. But this was fun. This was because I really hate wasting paint, so that's why I decided I was going to use the cards to do the paint, to you know, use up the leftover paint from the paint pour bears that I was done with, you know. So because I hate to waste the paint and everything. And while I'm at it, I did ask this as a comment on the info video, but part of this kit is using a like cup that has like 5 little divider things. Is there a specific way I should wash that, or is it just run it under hot water and hope that all the paint comes out type of thing? Because you know, yes, some of it dries and then you can peel it off, but what dries in the cups is very like, it's not like a satisfying peel. It's more like a crunchy type thing. Like, it doesn't peel off nicely. And then there's like the paint at the bottom of it is still, you know, wet the day after. So I don't know how I'm supposed to wash the cups. If there's like a special way to wash the ones that have the dividers in them and everything or not, but that's what I'm doing. If you have any suggestions, please comment down below, because all I know is, you know, run it under water in the tap and hope that the paint comes out. You know? It is a very messy craft. So, just so you know. I know I've repeated that already. And here I am. Now I'm getting into the cards that I actually really liked how they turned out. And everything. So, yay! And the more prettier cards, in my opinion. So, there I am. Peeling off the paint. Or the tape, sorry. Okay, I'm almost done. This is a 21-minute video, and I'm at 17 minutes. Okay, trying to figure out what the heck to say, so I don't have to worry about YouTube and copyright and blah, 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 blah. You know, the struggle. So, it's either voiceover and, you know, talk about useless stuff, or have to deal with copyright. So, I'm doing with the voiceover and everything. But I don't know what else to say here. I'm trying my best here to not let the paint come up with the tape and everything, which is a little bit challenging, to be honest. But I actually really like how this one turned out. This paint poured one turned out type of thing. So yeah, anyway. And I want to say, I mean, I'm not a Transformers fan, but this one almost has that vibe. Do you see it? The 7 of Hearts here. I think that's what it reminds me of. I think that's what it is. That's what that reminds me of. That end result. Kind of like Transformers. Like, I don't know. I wasn't a big fan of, like, shows for dudes when I was a kid, so I don't know if that's the right thing to compare it to, but that's what it looks like. And so far, this one that I have here kind of looks like an ocean themed, which is why it's probably my favorite out of the set I was doing today, because I love, like, looking at, like, the coral reef, ocean life. I think that's so pretty, that the colors there are so pretty, so I kind of get ocean life from this paint pour here, this one. So, as I'm peeling this off, being careful that I don't actually rip the card or the paint with it, and everything, which is incredibly difficult. If you don't know, try for yourself, and you'll see what I mean. Again, this is all in real time, and a lot of my videos like this, I'll do a time lapse, but I thought that it might be more satisfying if I do it in real time here. So, as you can see, I'm slowly peeling it off so I don't rip anything. And I think think there's still some more tape there. Yeah, I'm just taking the last little bitty off. Bitty, what was that? Okay. That's a Morgan original line. Anyway, here I am slightly peeling the tape off as carefully as I possibly can, making sure I don't rip the card or the paint itself. You know. Ooh, that was satisfying. Oh, okay, that was cool. I'm really happy with how this one turned out. And if you don't know anything about paint pour, you know that the paint has a mind of its own. You know, you could put it in this place and then it can change its mind and say, no, I'm going to go over here now. If you've never done paint pour, then you wouldn't know that, but like, it has a mind of its own. You can't really control it. You can control what colors you use, but you can't control where they go. So, I like the leftover paint on here, so it's like sticking the tape together. For fun, you know? So, there's that. And now here are all my cards that I did today. The Queen is still yet to be get paint on, so that's why I'm missing the Queen